Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, so today I'm going to share with you one of, I would say, the basic ingredients on how I make one of the batches of my creamy African black soap shampoo. Now, you guys know, I know there are tons of videos on YouTube showing you how to make the soap, and I've done it the simple way before, which is very, very liquidy, and I really don't care too much for that liquidy, so I usually put some work into it and make my own creamy shampoo. So these are just a few of the ingredients that I will be using. And if you guys want to order this size, this is a 5 pound or a smaller size, you guys can do that. I will link all the information where you can purchase this specific African black soap in the description box below. Now, I've had the soap, I want to say, going on about maybe 4 months now, and I really, I just use it bit by bit, very careful. But I usually just use it either on my face or I make my shampoo. And the girls, they have been asking for the shampoo for quite some time because we have gotten used to using it instead of the store-bought shampoo. The soap itself is very, very moisturizing. It's very soft, but I noticed, I think maybe where I had it stored, maybe the air was too much and whatever I had covering it probably wasn't too tight. So I think it got a little bit dry there on the side, but nevertheless, this is the amount that I'm going to be using. I'm going to use 3 bottles, maybe 3.5 the bottles. And what I do, guys, I recycle my product bottles, like my shampoo, deep conditioner, styler. Those bottles, I just rinse them out, and I always use them for my DIY products instead of trying to go buy other containers. So anyway, I'm just going ahead and cutting up the African black soap, and I figured maybe I had too much, so I just took out a little piece. Now, the ones that you see in the bags, in the little Ziploc bag, those are the ones that I usually use for my face. And these are just 3 empty bottles that I had oils in there, like my carrier oils and stuff. And this is the amount. I don't weigh anything. Everything I do, I just eyeball it because I'm not making anything for sale at this particular time. So everything is just eyeball. And you can either use cold water, warm water, or hot water. I wasn't in a hurry to melt my soap down, so I just went ahead and used warm water, and I just filled each bottle because I wanted somewhere around the exact amount, not less, if anything, over, because I was planning on washing my hair today anyway, and I wanted to use it. So I just filled up all 3 bottles. I pour it in there, and the bottom video, I figured that I needed some more soap because I went and I stirred it up and it wasn't too soapy, and I wanted that really soapy effect, so I add just a little bit more of the African black soap to it. And then the picture on your left, that was an hour later after I let it sit. I went back and I checked on it. Now, this soap, it doesn't take a long time to melt, whether you use cold water or hot water. So I guess it depends on the African black soap that you are using. And then this is the next day. I just let it sit out all day, and then I went back and the soap was totally gone. I didn't have to let it sit out, but it was overnight, and I went to sleep, woke up, and then you guys can see there, I wet my hand and I just dipped my hand in the soap a little, and just to see how soapy it would be. And then here I just add my xanthum gum. Now, this is what I use for my thickener. You guys have to play around when it comes to the xanthum gum to know just how thick you want your product or ingredients. And these are the carrier oils and the essential oils that I'll be using, and also my vegetable glycerin. It is a form of humectant, which draw moisture from the air to your hair. And then you guys know that I make my DIY oil blend, and this is one of them. This is the rosemary, and I just put all that stuff in there, and I just went ahead and whip it up. And then I could have used maybe like a big spoon and all that stuff, but when you're using any kind of food thickener or product thickener, you want to make sure that is totally mixed out in your product, because if not, then you're going to have it on your body or in your hair. And especially when it comes to the essential oils, you guys know that it's very strong or potent, so you have to make sure that it's completely diluted. So I just let it sit out for a while after I whipped it. I ended up whipping it too much because then I ended up with a lot of foam or a lot of suds on top, so I had to let it actually sit like for almost half a day, and then I came back and I just scraped off some of the bubbles that were on top so I could get ready to bottle it up. And it was nice and creamy, just the way I wanted it. I didn't want it any thicker. And then I just went ahead and start bottling and pouring them in the bottle. I was able to get 3 of these essential oil bottles all the way to the top, just like I wanted. And then I had to pull out another bottle, which I wasn't expecting to be full, but I guess based on maybe the other stuff that I added to it, I just had a little bit more, but it doesn't matter anyway, because like I said, this is just for my daughter and I. And then I just went ahead and poured the rest of it into this bottle, which I'm gonna just put away until we need it. Now, the African black soap can be very stripping on your hair and also on your skin, so you have to make sure when you make your blend, if you want, you add a few drops of your carrier oils. Essential oils you can add also, but more so of your carrier oils. So once you blend everything together and you use it in your hair, it won't strip your hair. Now you're going to know that you use a shampoo, because the shampoo is meant to cleanse your hair and your scalp, but you're not going to have that stripping feel in as if you just did a protein treatment. So anyway, guys, this is one of my special blend, how I make my DIY shampoo. I can use this also on my face because I didn't add any strong essential oils to it. I've made a batch before and I added way too much essential oils and I couldn't use it on my face, but it was very good for my hair. So let me guys know if you make your own DIY shampoo at home, and what ingredients do you use, or how do you go about making yours. Until my next video, guys, I thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, concerns, just leave me comments. You guys know I'm very good with responding and just keeping our conversation going. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. Bye bye.